Hey everybody, it's Blastin Stashin live from the Pocan's house, Pocan's evil lair, whatever you want to call it, here in Virginia. We got, oh my goodness, I'm smacking stuff around. This is not my usual space, man. I'm used to having these guys in like little boxes and me in a box and we talking back and forth. But we are live. We're all together here in Virginia for this special show. So here we go. What? What are you doing? What are you looking at that for? Don't look at that. White Shadow, woohoo! Get your beer and popcorn. Joe's got his bourbon. No popcorn, though. Mike's got his Fanta. I got my water.
Yeah, some of us have to work at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock.
Some of us do, and it's best to do it with a hangover.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes, you did really catch the beginning. Awesome. Thank you, Aggressively Relaxing. We also have Mars Comics, White Shadow, Austin, Lament, which we got a little sneak peek. We're not going to spoil it to the rest of the people here. We got a sneak peek of the Blaster Stashin exclusive variant for Delta Dog number what?
We're deciding. But it's going to be a cover. It's going to be exclusive. And it's going to be awesome. And you need it in your life.
Yeah, definitely go check out Delta Dogs. How do they order that? Can they order it?
Yeah, you can go to their site at millennialcomics.com or just do a simple Google search for Delta Dogs. You can also go to Comixology. And if you're a digital reader, you can pick it up there as well. Or when it's released, you can just call your friends at Blaster Stashin, and we'll make sure you get a copy.
So Austin says sneak peek. Yes, so we're not going to show it here, though. Is the cover up and available for everybody to see if they went over to that channel?
No.
Oh,
it
so
is completely secret squirrel shit going on.
Secret squirrel shit. Miss So's jumped in here as well. Of course, we always have Double S.
Where's my brother from another mother?
He's here.
I cannot see the chat.
He says, can't wait for Huey Palooza. I already sold more. I took Mike to Pound Town t-shirts than I did Huey Palooza t-shirts. Huey Brony shirts. They all sell like hotcakes.
I need my percentage. I need my cut. If I don't get my cut, I'm driving to Texas or where the fuck you're from, and we're doing some hunting.
Okay, so before we jump into the comics for the week, let's talk about some other housekeeping stuff. As always, you can go over to Teespring, get some of the cool shirts we have over there. We've designed over the past few years, the Pocan Joe shirt, the I've Been Thunderlust, the original Blaster Stashin Technical Difficulties, as well as the I Like Batman and Beer shirt by Pocan Joe. Blaster Stashin Pornhub. Yes, Mike.
That's actually not the original Blaster Stashin t-shirt.
That's not. Which is the original one?
I'll show you at my house.
You have the original one?
Yeah, the black one with the Blaster Stashin on it.
Oh, okay. But this is one of the older ones for sure. I don't think I have a picture of that one up here. But all we do is we pick up the comics, come out Comic Book Wednesday. We stash the books we like. We blast the books we don't like. But before we jump into that comic section, let's talk about any of the stuff that we've been doing, watching, consuming. My flight out here, I watched Snake Eyes. It was free because I wasn't going to pay for it in the theater or pay to rent it. So I watched it for free on the plane. And I'm glad I did not pay to watch that movie. I thought it was absolutely horrible. Baroness and Scarlet were both miscast, I think. They were just not very good at all. I didn't even get a chance to watch What If.
I watched What If.
You watch What If?
It's basically bro humor, like buddy college bro humor, and Captain Marvel comes in and ruins it all because she's a party pooper.
Yeah,
So in other words, it's crap. I watched it too, and I thought it was crap.
I laughed.
It was crap.
I don't think I've been doing anything else. I didn't watch anything. Going through Game of Thrones, rewatching now with my wife. I think we're on season 6 or almost on 7 right now.
Just lie to us. It don't matter.
Just lie. I'll just lie. Season 6, episode 5. That's where we are. That's where we are right now for sure. What else? Have you been doing anything else, Mike?
I finished French fries. I finished French fries.
Yeah, with ketchup on them. I saw it.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, finally. Finished all of those, and I started watching Titans over again because I want to catch season 3. So I'm on season 2 of Titans. And what else have I been doing? How's Virginia?
Different than Oregon. Far different than Oregon.
Yeah.
We're going to tell you about the care package we gave them. It's the official Welcome to Virginia package.
I don't know what that is.
The comic books, peanuts, coffee mugs,
and
gun magazines.
I'm doing a special video on that. Like when I'm done with this whole vacation, I'll be doing a special haul video of this trip for sure for everything we got on this.
Yeah, but other than that, I ain't been really doing nothing. Working as usual. Titans. Diablo 2 Resurrected came out yesterday. Diablo 2 just was on the PC for many, 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 many years. Never got a chance. Never was a PC gamer. It's finally being released on consoles, and downloaded that yesterday. Started playing a little bit of that, but that's it for me.
I started playing. So my son's in the Army. He just graduated basic training. That's why I kind of out here on the East Coast. I saw him and then thought, hey, I'm going to take the drive up from South Carolina up here, hang out with these guys for a few days. But since he's in the Army, he doesn't have his PS4. He's not playing it. So I kind of took it over and I started playing Last of Us, which I never had played. I've never been a PlayStation owner. And he just bought me for my birthday. He bought me Spider-Man, so I'm going to be playing that as well. So I'm going to play some games here coming up the next few weeks. What about you, Joe? What else have you been doing?
I've taken some time off from work, and I've gotten caught up on all my shows. So I watched Doom Patrol, first 3 episodes of that. Awesome. I dig that. That is fun watching right now.
That's next for me after
it's
Titans.
so fun. Got caught up on the last episode of Titans. Didn't much care for that one. I don't much care about Themyscira. I have no attraction to that. I'm not interested in that storyline. So, it is what it is. Let me think. What else? Oh, Hawk being in the Afterworld was pretty cool. That element was pretty cool. Let's see. What If? Of course, I got caught up on that. Been watching some Trailer Park Boys because that shit makes me laugh. I love watching poor people in trailer parks. It's giggly. Read a bunch of comic books, and then my wife made me clean the house because apparently we were having company or something.
I didn't clean shit.
I mowed the grass.
I didn't clean shit. My wife didn't clean shit. We're rebels.
Yeah, I know your wife's probably like, I'm not having anybody over here. PlayStation 4, Huey, it's all about the PS5. You're right, it is, but the PS4 was free, so I'm going to use it. So we got comic board in here as well. Hey, gents, glad to be with you live.
LCS is here too. What's
LCS.
going on, brother? He has that great competition. If you haven't gone over and voted for that, a lot of great content makers up there. YouTube comic book content type makers. So definitely check that out and vote. Vote for your favorite shows. They're listed on there. We shouldn't even have it. We're not on that. We shouldn't even. You know what? Never mind. Don't listen to us.
Yeah, don't listen to us. Chat's moving along here. We got good point, Huey. Can't beat free. Nope. You can't pay $20 to a whore to beat it for you. Let's jump in to the comics this week.
So what is it that you want to do while you're doing it?
Yeah, let's talk about this. He Who Fights with Monsters, #1 by, is it Ablaze?
Yes.
Ablaze.
Ablaze.
So I wasn't in town to pick up my normal pull list from Rogue City Comics, so I had to pick them up on the road. So I'm probably going to have some doubles this week because I told Steve at Rogue City, I said, hey, if I pick them up, I'll end up buying from. I'm not going to stick you with some of these independents, so I'll end up probably having double copies of some of these. But He Who Fights with Monsters is based in World War II. There's a guy who's a doctor, or maybe he's pretending to be a doctor. He's trying to get through checkpoints and stuff like that in Nazi Germany. There's another guy who talks. There's another guy who's talking to. Is this the same book as the Puppet Show? Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah. The guy talking to the one Russian guy about the doctor and telling him this tale, and he's treating people in this secret little room inside of Nazi occupied areas. They talking about the Golem, about getting the monster to fight against Nazis. Is that what it is? Joe, back me up on that.
This is a horrible review, but go ahead.
No, you know more about it. You go right ahead. It just didn't give enough for me at the end. I didn't even want to pick up issue 2. So
I don't blame you. So what the story is actually, Mike, you don't mind if I jump ahead of you, do you, sir?
I didn't read half these books anyway, so
what
I was too busy cleaning.
So we're in Germany during 1940, occupied Germany, where military forces were chasing out the Jewish people of Jewish faith outside of it, and they were hunting down all the Jews and all this other stuff. There's a family that's being hidden, and they're a very Orthodox Jew, so like the mysticism part of Judaism is kind of a thing for them. So they bring up one of the old mysticisms of the Golem. The Golem, if you don't know, is a clay monster that King Solomon resurrected through his rings, and there's a whole thing in the Bible about it. It's in the Old Testament, but it's mostly in the Torah, an interesting story. So this whole thing, and the whole purpose of the Golem was to be risen and protect the people of Hebrew. Now, this is a fantastic story. It's mysticism in its finest. It's lore, right? So I like it for that aspect of it, because that was the whole purpose of the Golem. And we have kind of like a rabbi who's trying to resurrect the Golem, and he kind of needs his doctor's help. So the cool thing about the story is you're kind of dealing with the scientific doctor mind and then like the spiritual mysticism of faith and belief. And I thought that was very interesting. I think it's very well connected. This is more of a book in my style that I like. I don't think it's a very good comic book. I think it would be a great graphic novel or maybe even a book. But for the most part, I will be picking up issue 2.
I did pick that up. I picked up the Fantastic Four homage with Mr. Fantastic in handcuffs, but apparently the main character's in handcuffs, Nazi handcuffs on the cover. But I haven't read it yet. So
Yeah, it just didn't give enough for me at the end. You know, they talked about, resurrecting a Golem, and I don't have a whole lot of knowledge on the Jewish faith and even understand where that's coming from. But it just did not, if they had like made that first step to where they resurrected him, okay, now what the next? It was kind of talking about it, and it's kind of like a story within a story, kind of. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of got lost with the whole thing, and it just definitely didn't grab me at all.
Double S asks, so it's like the movie Drag Me to Hell, Joey. Did that deal with a Golem? You're the horror movie expert here, Mikey. Did Drag Me to Hell deal with a Golem? It seems like it would.
I do not remember that movie.
It's Johnny Depp, right? Wasn't it Johnny Depp movie? Or I'm thinking of a different movie with Johnny Depp.
The Gate one. No, that's not
I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up.
All right, Mikey, what book did you read this week?
I
got a stack over here too.
We'll talk about King Spawn, since I don't have my books with me because, as you can see, I'm still in my work clothes. I came right from work over to Pocan's house.
He's wearing a shirt with a collar, folks.
Yeah.
Tell him how good he looks so he keeps doing it.
Yeah, see where's the Pepsi logo right there somewhere? Anyway, so I don't have my books with me, so I have to kind of...
use mine.
Legion of Comics clarified it dealt with Jewish gypsies and curses, so not necessarily a column, but yeah, cool. Thanks.
I'll leave it to Legion. I like that kid.
That dude's on it.
Oh, Legion. All right, King Spawn. Billy Kincaid's back, and he's basically, if you don't remember from back in early Spawn, he was a child molester, murderer, whatever. He's back, and he's got a cult, and he's basically raising kid terrorists, and Spawn has to kill a bunch of kids, and I thought it was pretty cool. So that's a stash for me. You read it too, right?
I did, yeah. It definitely was. It dealt with the extremes by far. There's the far right we're talking about, the churches and all that stuff, and how people can get so far to that side of it, and they're talking about making Spawn do something that he didn't want to do, which was kill kids, or kill, not necessarily innocent, but kill kids. But because he used kids or manipulated them to use to attack the Capitol, which was very topical too, for sure.
Yeah.
It forced Spawn, in order to kill those kids, to protect everybody else, which forced Spawn to do that, which kind of made him, trying to make him their leader, I guess, at some point, by making him do.
Yeah, who's the bad guy? Billy Kincaid or Spawn?
Yeah.
It's been good stuff so far. We're only 2 issues in that, and it's been pretty good.
My question was, why does she have a grenade in her hand when they're having sex?
Yeah, because that makes things exciting.
Is that what it is? The pin wasn't even pulled.
Do you want to see?
No.
Joey, do you have a grenade?
It's kind of like a little salt and pepper. You know what I'm saying? Let's season it.
Yeah. I don't know. I question that too. Doesn't he have a helmet on too?
He
So
does.
he just-
He does.
yeah,
I wear
I
a
don't-
helmet when my wife's upstairs. We need to keep it down.
Yeah, you better be careful. She can come downstairs and yell at you. But Billy Kincaid's like in that helmet, or like maybe that they're trying to show that like he's in his head.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
Or just like what movie is that where they're having sex and he's got the gun to her head?
It was in Sopranos.
That was in Sopranos.
Yeah, was she
Which-
put the gun in his? Yeah.
Which the new movie comes out soon,
That would be kind of cool.
and HBO is starting to stream all the episodes of one of my favorite shows ever.
Yeah, I
Love The
love it.
I have
Sopranos.
not seen one episode of Sopranos.
I don't even know how you exist. at
F
this
is
point.
wrong with you.
Yeah.
Why?
Your stays.
That's a pretty cool splash page right there of Spawn upon. I don't know if it's some kind of Capitol building or something like that with the American flags and stuff. That's really cool.
America.
Cool. Did you read King Spawn #2, Joe?
No, I had way too much to read this week.
It was, a lot of people were saying they didn't see this black and white cover anywhere.
I got the one with
A black
Kincaid,
red.
Kincaid and chains.
Oh, okay. Mike looks like an older Billy Kincaid. Wow.
What is it with you and Double S? Dude, that dude's all over you, man.
First World Brat's in here as well.
Hey,
Who?
welcome.
First
First
World Brat.
Nice.
New World Order.
Welcome.
You know,
And actually, Miss So says you missed the black and white cover as well.
Double S is dead to me.
He's dead too. Never seen Sopranos either. So thank you.
Who is that?
That's Sleepy Reader, Damien.
Reader.
So I
I thought
definitely
for sure he would be a Sopranos. He just seems like a Sopranos fan to me.
no. I appreciate having somebody else in the chat that's same with me. So
For everyone who's not seen Sopranos, go watch it.
Shame on you.
Go watch it. Then check out the movie that's going to be out soon. It's a prequel to the actual show.
yeah,
So,
and in it actually, the main character is actually
his James Gandolfini's son.
yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
I started watching Sopranos. I come from an Italian family, so.
I thought you guys were Polacks. Or, I mean, Polish.
Yeah, that too. But
But only 10 inches of him is Polish.
yeah, look,
Yeah.
look.
No, don't need to see that. None of that.
But yeah, so a lot of things in Sopranos, not the mafia so much, but I love it.
Double S says, yes, thank you, Mike. Go watch Sopranos. No, I was shocked you'd never seen Sopranos.
Oh, yeah. He has seen it. He's shocked you.
Oh, is that what he is saying?
Yeah.
No, gotcha. Sorry, my bad. So I guess I don't have anybody on my side on this. I'm all
you're
alone.
all by yourself.
All by myself. What do you got, Joe? What's your next book?
Let's talk about comic. Let's talk about the funny books. All right. Let's. I don't care about this new stuff.
Are you guys stream with no pants? Nope, we have pants.
I don't have pants.
I'm definitely not
Do
that
we
kind
need
of
to
guy.
stand up to prove that?
Sopranos brings back great memories, gathering with friends every Sunday night.
Yep.
It was an event before
That's-
binging.
Right.
Yep.
And a version of the Three Stooges tonight, huh? Yep, pretty much.
What?
I'm going to talk about frontiersmen.
I did not.
Frontiersman.
I
This
don't
has been a debate in the comic book community.
Has
How to
it really?
pronounce These things.
I never seen the video.
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, whether this is good or not?
No, about how to pronounce this stuff. But anyway, so this is
Frontiersman.
interesting. This is actually an eco warrior that I can actually get behind. So we got a superhero, right?
If it ain't Captain Planet, I don't want to read it.
Well, Captain Planet was super lame. This cat's cool. So in his younger days, he was like a regular superhero, but he cared about the environment. And then eventually, like most older people, you get tired of society and people, and you invite them to your house occasionally to stay for a short period of time. And so what happens is so he separates himself from society to live among nature and kind of be his own guy out there. And then, of course, some hippity-dippity kid wants him to join his cause because there's always a cause, right? and to save some red trees or redwood trees. And the guy's like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. He keeps saying this through the book, how he shouldn't do it, how he doesn't want to do it. Meets up with an old friend. I still don't want to do it. Finally tells him somebody he agrees with him and says, no, you really shouldn't do it. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to do it. So he starts doing it. And I love it because that is the stubbornness. Look, if you're a member of a club, an organization, or anything like that have older people in it, like I'm a member of several things, and whenever I figured this out, I just tell senior citizens, you know what, that's probably a good idea. You probably shouldn't do that. You probably are too old and need to slow down. Boy, they get all red, their face isn't as wrinkly, and then they start doing
shaking.
it. Yeah, they're all, I'm going to do it, Sonny. So that's pretty much what this book's about. So it was okay, is what I'm going to give it. I don't think this is an extremely deep story. I still don't know if it's being like sarcastic or satirical in any way. I don't think it is. I think it's just telling the story and it's using a backdrop as, environmental type stuff to kind of push the narrative in it. But for the most part, it was okay. I don't even think my comic book store is going to be picking up issue 2 of this, so this will probably be my only read.
I like the fact that how they based environmental activism through different generations. How he was an older activist where he actually physically went out and did stuff versus today's activism is more about hashtagging,
guilting you.
Yeah, TikToking, whatever you got to do. Social media, that's their way of environmental activism versus actually physically going out and doing it. That's what he kind of talks about in there a little bit. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I think I like it. I think I'm gonna pick up issue 2 just to kind of follow along with a little bit longer. It's kind of cool to see the older guy in there kicking ass. Like he breaks into his cabin. Who the hell are you?
Yeah,
Kicks the door down
funny,
in, and it was like
I do love the saltiness of the character.
Yeah. So we got somebody watching this over here in the door over there.
Oh,
but
the dog is creepy. My dog is creepy as shit.
So it's a stash for me. I'll just have definitely pick up issue 2, just kind of follow a little bit longer, see where it's going to go, see how an old man is able to climb the redwoods or not, and we'll see. Maybe that's the thing. He'll fall and break his back, and he won't be.
Does she have to go louder?
No, she's just staring at us because we're being loud.
Because we're being loud, yeah.
No.
Double S asked, did anyone pick up Miracle Molly number 17? Was that
number 1?
Am I? Oh, it's far away. I'm old.
I picked it up. I haven't got a chance to read it yet. What's up, girl?
No.
I have it on my pull list at home, so I did not pick it up this week for sure. But we're back to Mike. What else?
What books do you need to look through my stack? I know you don't have yours. I'm sorry.
Or no, I can talk to Mike. See, he talked about Kingspawn. You talked about Frontiersman.
Right, so you talk about a book, and he can find one in the stack.
I'll talk about The Citizen number 1 by Action Lab. I think this is just a one shot. It's funny. Sparks jumped in the chat right now. He had actually talked about it on Discord for Janice Grown Up, and the whole concept is, in most comic books we have one superhero and everybody else are normal citizens, right? Well, in this book, everybody's a superhero except for this guy. He's the only citizen in the city, and so a bank get robbed. Everybody's making, I got to go to the bathroom. I got to do this. I got to do that. They're trying to keep their secret identities, but he kind of knows what's going on. He knows that this guy is this character and this girl's this character. He's walking home from work, and the girl's like, "Hey, can I walk you home?" And trying to make it seem like, "Hey, I just want to hang out with you," but really, she wants to be able to save him because he's the only non-superhero person in this city. It's kind of a fun read. I think it's just a one and done story. Really, I would wait to pick it up in a dollar bin to read it. I don't think I'd be paying full price for this. It's a fun story though, and the art's kind of fun in there too. They do have some pretty funny humor. There's a group of cats or a group of villains. They're all dressed as cat. And they do cat puns. The whole story.
Are they a bunch of pussies?
No. Well, I don't really get their ass kicked.
Is that the thing?
Huh?
The Thing?
He kind of looks like Thing. He has like Thing's arms, but everybody else it's different. Like he says, like maybe he's taking a nap, and the leader of the cat group said, like, gives him a really stern look. Taking a cat nap, So they have little puns in there.
And you read this?
I read this
to the end.
I read this to the end. This is funny. They attack him. This non-superhero guy in his apartment, and he grabs a sprayer out of the sink and starts spraying the guy down, dresses the cat, and he ends up scaring him off, saving himself versus needing superhero's assistance on that. So, again, wait for the dollar bin to pick it up. It's a fun read, and it's got some good humor in there.
Sparks 821 says, favorite book he read this week.
Oh, really? Oh, well.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit more dedicated to the storyline than you.
Oh, well, I guess he is. Miss So saying evening to Sparks. LOL from First World Brad. So, looks like Sparks did in the chat there. If you read any of the books we're talking about, definitely feel free to talk about it in the chat as well.
Or if there's a book that you read and you want to know if we had it, definitely don't let it hit the lightning round. Just
if we have a lightning round tonight, we'll see. What do you got, Nick?
We're up all night, baby. We're in Virginia. Wow.
Careful. Don't no bag of board. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. That's not my book, though.
I don't give a shit.
It's because it's just going to end up in a dollar auction anyway.
No, these are Scotty Young's.
Oh, yeah.
Live Scotty Young. We'll talk about that.
Death of Doctor Strange. Does Doctor Strange actually die? Yes, he does. He gets stabbed in the freaking chest. Basically, I like this. It basically just talks about Doctor Strange's workload. He's the headmaster at Strange Academy. He's a surgeon. He's constantly defending the Earth against magical hoo-ha.
Magical hoo-has.
Magical hoo-has. That's what magic has. Magical hoo-has.
That sounds like a
Scarlet Witch. But you know who killed Doctor Strange?
Who?
No. Who killed Doctor Strange?
Magneto.
You think it was Magneto?
Yeah, I mean, he killed the Scarlet Witch. Why not? No, I don't know. But they do blame Baron Mordo. He says he didn't do it. Spoiler. But he's not really dead. You'll have to read it to find out why.
Yeah, we should have mentioned this at the beginning. We're going to spoil these comic books. So
yeah.
It's a review. We shouldn't have to say spoiler alert. It's a review.
But yeah, there's actually going to be a bunch of tie-ins to this. I don't know why.
Tons of tie-ins for no reason.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'll be picking up any of those. Maybe if it ties into a book I'm already reading.
I think that's how I treat most of those tie-ins too. Like if I'm reading the main story, like for Venom, I'll read the main story. If I'm Venom, I'm not going to buy every book that's tying into.
What did you guys do to Huey
since he's wearing his brony shirt? I don't know what he's trying to imply.
What did we, as far as punishment, or?
I don't want to admit anything on a live public airing on our broadcast.
Yeah.
Death of Doctor Strange.
I think it's a stash for me too, but it does have that do characters really die kind of scenario in there.
They actually point fun of that at the cover here.
Yeah.
He's like,
he
didn't really die. He just died.
Yeah, so it has one of the comic book tropes in there of either Doctor Strange from another point in time, coming back because he knew it was going to happen. As soon as this Doctor Strange died, he was going to be back. So
he actually prepared for himself dying,
yeah,
like sealing away a part of his soul. I don't know, but
I do like the dog needed to go for walks.
The dog's the best part. What's his name?
I'd have to look it up. Got a dog name.
Bernard.
It's a short name. But the dogs. I love the dog. You take me on walkies?
Taking on walkies.
Oh, I hate that word. Oh my god, that rings right up there in my when people say walkies or add some cutesy thing. That's right up there with actualize. I hate those people too.
It says it's here somewhere.
What's the dog's name in the chat? The ghost dog.
Just type in Bernard.
We'll just name him Spanx.
It's a dog.
Oh, for the love of Jesus.
It's bats, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bats, yeah. Bats.
Yeah, Legion got it, I think.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
The dog's name is Bat. Dumb AF. But yeah, I mean, Joe, I know you get irritated sometimes when they do the comic book tropes that they do all the time. What did you think in this book? Do you think did it play out well for you, or
Let me clean up the review a little bit first.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Doctor Strange does a bunch of stuff throughout the day. We all knew he was super busy. And we all know that Doctor Strange has the woohoo magical plan at the end of the day because he's so smart and does everything so correct.
grab me some candy.
So he locked off a piece of his soul so it could come back and blah, blah, blah. So is he dead? Is he not dead? You mind screw yourself on that one, right? Just have that party. I didn't like this. I thought it was... It would have been better if they made fun of the trope of not dying in the book, right? Instead of just letting it be the trope in the book. If that makes it be a little meta about it, that would have been kind of cool, but they didn't do that. They just he died, but we're gonna bring him back to life because words. And honestly, what is the fascination with Doctor? Yes, he was in a movie. Yes, there are some comic books that are worth some money. But what is the real fascination? Can you, as the comic book community right now, can you tell me the top 3 spells that he constantly uses all the time? Are you a Doctor Strange fan, is what I'm asking. Is anybody really? Or is he just some character that just kind of sort of exists because we need a magical woo-woo answer every now and then?
Levioso, that's one of his spells, isn't it?
Is that...
Well, that's from Harry Potter.
I don't even know that.
This says, talking about bats, it's an odd name. Didn't enjoy Doctor Strange. The writer tried to do too much with the dual narrative and lost their way. And Miss So said, Dave, we heard you when I said, hey, get the candies. So she heard that.
We have a lot of snacks in this house.
Yeah, they overshot. I mean, they're like, Dave's coming. He's a fat ass. Let's buy him tons of stuff.
We have mixtures of things. We have healthy things in the office. We have fruit. We keep this house because dinners and meals aren't really a thing for us. We just kind of graze throughout the day. We're very caveman-like here.
It was a new reader comic, which is strange for death of a book.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange needs cool visuals.
Mm-hmm. I'll go with that.
Okay. I'm going to talk about this book here. We talked about Doctor Strange. Let me get that out of my stack and over here. Okay. I picked up this week, magazine size called Shutter #1. Definitely, it even talks about at the beginning of the book how, hey, these books were out in the 70s, these horror books. Even has the same kind of character. This is Aunt Shutter. That's her name, original. It talks about the terror-filled pages inside. You'll find all new works from greatest horror comic artists and writers in the history of monsterdom. I've scoured the globe for the world's top talent to bring you the kinds of terror tales that you haven't been seen for nearly 50 years, presented in the classic style of the best black and white illustrated horror comic magazines of the 60s and 70s. Shudder is dedicated to preserving the style of horror comics that were being created at that height of that genre. So, there's a whole bunch of horror stories in here. If you liked Creep Show, if you like those kind of books, the old eerie or creepy magazines, this is definitely right up that alley. And I read through a few stories. Kind of, they're like 5-6 pages long. Nothing big deal about it. One of the stories was Nazi Germany. They're trying to reanimate. They're using Frankenstein's technology to reanimate soldiers. And they do it. They figured out how to do it, and it's effective. And every time the soldier dies, they can bring him back and reanimate him until the point where the Frankenstein monsters or whatever like that are saying, hey, we're tired of them telling us what to do. And so they revolt and turn on the Nazis and kill all the Nazis. The other story is about 2 brothers. One is filthy rich, and he dies, but he doesn't leave any money to his brother, who's a greedy son of a bitch. He finds out that his money is buried with him inside his coat in the ground. So he digs his brother up, takes the coat off, takes all the money out, and burns the coat. But he didn't bury his brother back in, so his brother rises from the grave, goes and skins his younger brother, and then goes back to his grave. So very, very Creep Show-esque. if you like this kind of Shudder stuff, you like the creepy and eerie, this is going to be right up your alley. This is actually kind of a fun book to read, especially with Halloween coming up and everything like that. So I'm going to be picking up issue 2 on that. It's only $6 too, and you get a lot of content for $6.
I think Double S is on board with you with this.
You see, where's he? So,
or not Double S. I'm sorry, Sleepy Reader.
Yeah, Sleepy Readers too. Where are we at? Bye, guys. My people need me. Thanks, First Wolf, for jumping in here. Shudder, it replaced the creeps. Hit that like button. Thank you, LCS. Cool. Used to read the Fangora. Wasn't familiar with creeps.
I remember Fangora. Yeah, Fangora.
Is that still a thing, Fangora?
I think so. If you look in the previous guide, I think it's still in there.
Are they coming out with new stuff?
I think so. It's maybe quarterly now.
The internet ruined everything. So.
Yeah. I like Shudder. The twist endings don't always land, in my opinion. Yeah, they don't. I mean, look at Creepshow. Marsh Comics says, "Oh my!" I don't know what she's saying. Oh my! About.
She did it straight up, George, or the guy from Star Trek.
Oh my! Oh my! George Takai.
Yeah, Takai.
What was his name on the show?
Zulu.
Zulu.
Not Zulu.
Milo?
Zulu.
Not Zulu.
Shaka Zulu.
Shaka Zulu. Shaka. But yeah, it's a kind of a cool cover too. I dig that. Very, very 70s feel to it as well. So
break out the cocaine.
That's a stash
70s?
for me.
I think that was more acid.
70s?
Yeah, 70s was acid.
80s was
cocaine.
80s was cocaine.
90s was crack.
Cocaine. New Jack City, baby. Was that late 80s, New Jack City? I think 89 New Jack City came. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting off topic.
You guys want to go to Australia and do heroin?
Sparks Love Group was, believe it or not, ghost stories, comic book back from the 60s and 70s. I think I have a few of those in my collection from those two. Mars Comics is doing the Live Long and Prosper. Boom. Okay, Joe, you're up. What do you got, man?
All right, I'm going to talk about my pick for the week, and I know you guys read it, and I know you guys loved it too. So I'm going to bring it up. I'll hit up the review.
Your snake is broken.
My snake is
rave
broken.
about how you liked it. I'm going to talk about Moon Knight number 3. Oh my God. I absolutely love this book because first off, this is the first time that I actually read a comic book where we do not have a good guy and a villain, right? We generally have two guys that are duty bound and they seriously have a problem with each other and they have a problem with the way each one of them operate. And you know what? That's parallel to human conflict, right? Like you may not hate a person, you just don't like what they're doing, right? And you think you can do it better or something along those lines. Happens all the time. So we joke. But what makes this most interesting is that a very cool thing kind of pops up in here when Hunter Moon, who I think I keep calling Harvest Moon, which makes more sense. Just saying, that makes more sense to me. But anyway, so we got him and Moon Knight, and they're fighting, right? And at one point, this Hunter Moon cat is like, hey, you fight sloppy. I've been downloaded with all the memories of our fighters out there. And Moon Knight kind of had to show this guy what's up because there's a difference between knowing something and being actually able to do something, having the experience. So it kind of weighs in that, what's the difference between just knowing something and actually physically doing something? Are you just as effective? And in this comic book, we find out real quick, well, maybe not so much. Moon Knight is because he does. And we're talking, of course, about not only fighting, but being able to legitimately go to distance to take another person down. Doesn't kill him in this because he's the other hand of Khonshu, right? They're still duty bound, right? So I really like where this is going. I really like where this is going, and I absolutely love this story, and I think it has more meaning than we want to give it credit. But I'll tell you what, that's the beauty of a comic book.
So that was my pick of the week as well.
You want to hold this?
Uh-oh.
No.
No.
It was great, but it was kind of also tied for my other pick of the week.
Oh.
Close to my pick of the week, which nobody has a copy of, and I'm very disappointed in each and every one of you. Last Ronin, number 4, was amazing. the assault on I'm trying to remember because I don't have my notes or anything with me.
You don't take notes.
I do take notes. I can prove it to you.
Oh, we got Twixes in there. Nice. I didn't see those. Sorry.
You fat motherfucker. He's shoving candy bars. Goes for a 20-minute walk. Has to shove 20 candy bars down his gullet. So the last Ronin, April O'Neil, their daughter, and the last Ronin, I think I already said that, assaulting Baxter Stockman's base on.
You want to let him do his review of Moon Knight before you roll into another comic book?
I don't think
I didn't read Moon Knight.
He didn't read Moon Knight.
Oh,
No,
you guys
no.
are horrible people.
I went to go. Like I said, I didn't get my normal pull
No,
list.
I read Moon Knight, and it was good. But you pretty much said it all. I mean,
I am very
you're good.
thorough.
You know, if it wasn't for you, Joey.
We need
Anyway,
to have more subs on this channel.
Good stuff. Last Ronin. My only complaint is it takes so long for them to get him out. I think there's one more issue. Kevin Eastman does the art on the flashbacks in Japan, so that's good stuff. I wish it was in color because I think Kevin Eastman's artwork is a little better in color.
That's actually why I didn't pick it up. Like I don't mind a black and white comic book.
It's just a couple pages.
Yeah, still. I'm just,
He's an ass.
Yeah.
I
don't know why Legion's saying that last Ronin and 4. Yeesh. I don't know if that's a good yeesh or like sheesh. I don't know if that my daughter would hate me if
I
she
think
saw me
maybe
do that.
he's kind of speculating that maybe they'll take this a little further afterwards.
Maybe.
I think it has one more issue. We get to see how Donatello and Splinter die in this one as well. So
I'm guessing their heart stopped beating at one point.
I think
Their brain function stopped.
Hey, Joey, Pocan,
go
Joe, fuck off, all right? Love each other. You like this wallpaper?
I love the wallpaper.
It's very, when I think of Virginia, that's what I think of, is wallpaper like this.
Very comfortable and southern.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. It may look like something in your grandmother's house, but let's be honest, you were comfortable at your grandmother's house.
How do you think that the way Splinter acted in the final act? Hey, Legion want to know, Mike, what do you think how the way Splinter acted in the final act?
Acted? I
Acted?
didn't read it.
Trying to remember. I know he got killed.
Yeah, that's not a...
That's not an act, really.
Yeah.
That's just...
Probably was acting like a hot dog at that point, just laying in a pot.
Despite all this rage, he still was a rat in a cage.
Easy with these Smashing Pumpkins references there.
Tell him what you were listening to on the ride up here.
I don't mind saying people that.
I'm rocking out the Dave Matthews Band. I have no shame.
Just tell him then.
So I sent a screenshot to him, letting him know, hey, I'm about an hour out.
I have a story for this.
I need another bottle of alcohol. Hit this.
So I sent a screenshot of it, and at the bottom of my phone, it says what I'm listening to as I'm driving. So I am listening to Post Malone. I have no problem saying I listen to Post Malone, but this guy here, he just instantly responds back, turn around. Don't come out here. If you're listening to Post Malone, we don't want you out here.
So, in my line of work, Coca-Cola, I worked for Pepsi. Coca-Cola had Post Malone as their representative. So there were Post Malone standees on all Coca-Cola displays. Half the stores around my area here made them take them down.
Oh, right.
Yeah, people are so offended, are so upset with that guy. I don't know. I don't listen to him. I don't care to listen to him. I know he basically called Ozzy Osbourne out, and that's the wrong thing to do. I don't know, whatever. But I just thought it was funny.
March Comics says I'm a little mad at the delays with the book, talking about Last Ronin. Takes so freaking long to come out.
Yeah.
Joe, I'm going to mail you The Secret Land by Dark Horse if you don't pick it up. That's from Miss So.
Pick up the what?
Secret Land.
Yeah, I can't find it. So yeah. By the way, here, this is for you.
Oh, that's for me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drink a whole lot. I'll have this like a
I know because I'm
sweet.
greedy and I'm not giving you my good stuff. But I do want to do something kind of weird.
Spark says, "Are you running in circles?" He must be talking about Post Malone. What? The Dead Rabbit Irish whiskey? Isn't that the bar? Is that based off a bar?
Yeah.
That's that comic book?
That's the bar. This is
Oh,
why
okay.
Dead Rabbit had to stop being a comic book.
I missed something.
It used to be a comic book.
Dead Rabbit was a comic book that got released by Image Comics a year and a half ago. It got 2 issues published, and they got sued by using the name Dead Rabbit, which is seems ridiculous to me. And then they put it back out, and they put it Dead Eyes. Dead Eyes.
Dropped off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're killing me not having those bags and boards on them comics.
Yeah, I'm out of boards.
Legion says, I felt like the way they wrote him way out of character. They made him reckless and irresponsible and got himself and his son killed, blinded by rage in the senseless fight that wrote Splinter like Raph. Just for the sake of killing him. Miss So's giving a little beer signed up. Get that effing ice out of that glass. That's what Sparks is saying right now.
In an Irish whiskey? No, sir. I will put an ice cube in an Irish whiskey.
You're up, Joe. What do you got?
Let's talk about...
Despite all this rage.
Let's hard blast something. Like, straight up just hard blast something.
X-Men?
No. King
Oh,
Shark.
my God.
Oh, I didn't even pick that up.
Don't bother.
It's a whole bunch of first appearances. They're specking on it. You know?
Tons of first appearances from people. Remember Free Comic Book Day? So it's the same story. They just added 4 more pages to it. So it says King Shark on the title.
Awesome cover, though.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool cover. I'll give it that. And guess what the book's about?
King Shark.
Not King Shark. It's about Defacer and her fucked up issues because she tried to play psychiatrist in a group setting, like an AA meeting. We have second-rate villains that shouldn't even fucking exist. Why do we have second-rate? They're henchmen. That's what a second-rate villain is. It's a henchman. Why is this a thing? And why is Amanda Waller from the Suicide Squad interested in some character that can spray paint things? Because King Shark likes her.
Ooh. That's some strong stuff, dude.
Fucking...
I'm not a drinker.
Yeah, it's legit strong. Like he's not
not
a weak drinker.
Yeah, I'm probably I'm not drunk. Yeah, I'm a little buzzed and sweating. Yeah.
We can catch it.
That's not why you're sweating.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know why you're sweating.
This is why.
All them candies.
So what ends up happening in this book is we have the story like they mentioned in Free Comic Book Day where like all the apex predators on Earth have to battle every 10 million years or whatever fictitious number they throw. It doesn't really matter. But the problem is what do you get when you win this tournament? Like, are you all of a sudden the apex predator? Wouldn't your environment determine if your predator apexy is dominant? Like, this is a bad storytelling, and this is from somebody who, yeah, this person can't tell a story. It's that C. Lee cat. We blasted a lot of his stuff over there.
So
yeah,
my big thing is, why did this graffiti artist end up in this maximum security prison?
Because of what she painted on the Nightwing statue.
Okay, but it's still just graffiti.
Yeah, that's her super villainy power.
And I just did not like this book. King Shark's cool. I mean, I didn't like him in the Suicide. Despite what everybody says, I did.
Thought he was funny there. And he's the same character there. He's the same character in this comic book. He's all the num-num, like you, not that bright. Right? He's that guy.
People are saying that turned red after taking that little swig off that whiskey.
Who, Ted? You did?
Yeah, that's what Legion said.
This stuff is smooth. For me. Well, for me.
And Mark said, yes, he totally did, Mark. Team Nom Nom for Sparks. Evening Chaos, so Chaos and Comics in there as well. Point of tournament is to be the avatar of the red.
Yeah, what does that mean? I get it. It's a
Some thing's the avatar of the green. Whatever.
I mean, like with the green, we understand the green. We know the green. But what is this avatar of the red? What?
Blood?
What is that?
Tampons?
You'd think they would have explained that in the comic book, but they didn't.
Next issue. The only reason I'm going to be picking it up next issue is if there's another
Shark
great
covers.
cover. Shark cover.
Shark covers.
You know, there was a shark cover on which one? X-Men. X-Men number 3.
So Legion says having the story address the red is good. Sleepy doing it. I'm not too excited. I'm going to read my DC UI app on digital first.
I'll say it.
Austin says he loves good whiskey.
Oh, Dead Rabbit. Get yourself some of that Dead Rabbit. Son.
The green, the red, the rot. The red is the animal life.
Sounds like Baltimore.
I think it's like Animal Kingdom. That's what Marty
it's like it's gonna turn out like a Mortal Kombat with animals. If you look at that last panel,
I'm not overthinking crap. I didn't read it, so I didn't even buy it.
Yeah, if you Joey don't care about his books. Apparently.
You're talking about me eating candy, and this is your second fucking soda.
Soda's my guilty pleasure.
Or fourth or fifth.
You don't.
Well, just because I eat.
Where's the camera at?
10 of these that equal one candy bar does not equal 2 soda pops. They're diabetes, boy.
Diabetes.
Diabetes.
Make it rain up in here.
Fucking put that shit back, dude.
What time is it?
Hey, this is a good, God-loving, fearing house. We don't use that language in here.
You're just making shit rain over here.
Motherfucker.
That's your sweat from your sip of whiskey.
Oh, that'd make it a little easier to take down. Thank you. Legion says wacky for sure. I'm going to keep reading it digitally. The Sugar Wars. It's free at DC UI. Probably would be annoying if I paid $3.99 for it. Beast even made an appearance.
Beast. So,
Marty
that is another
LJ.
thing. The 2 characters that they brought in, the old school characters, I was like, oh,
In what? King Shark?
Yeah. You flip through that. That's amazing.
And Mighty LJ's in here too.
Hey, Mighty.
Frankie.
Tell her what you did.
What'd I do?
Nothing. I'm just kidding.
What did I do, Mike?
Nothing. He has been good.
Great. Now I might get a nice text. I appreciate that, Mike. Thank you.
He did not do nothing. I kid.
I kid.
I don't know. From what I understand, everybody was under the impression that he was staying here, but apparently he's staying in downtown Norfolk.
Yeah.
Now he's really getting a text.
And, I got to make sure I charge my phone. My phone's about dead now.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah. So, while he's looking at that, anybody else read Impossible Jones by Scout Comics?
No, I read other bad things.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing you didn't read this one. It kind of had the art style as like Batman the Animated Series.
I see that.
It definitely has that kind of cartoony kind of art style. And the main character is kind of a good bad guy. You know, she talks about. She stops this this woman. What's her name? Her name's like Holly. Something to do with Christmas. A whole bunch of Christmas puns going on. But she's stealing the MacGuffin necklace, which is kind of like.
I'm so happy you used MacGuffin.
No, they're there. I didn't use it. It says the MacGuffin necklace.
Oh, I just gave you a compliment.
You gave a compliment was right there in the book.
McMuffin. I got hungry. I'm getting hungry.
So she says, "I see how it is." Thank you. Appreciate that. Nerds. There's Jeremy Edwards jumping in here too. Hey, Jeremy. Thanks for jumping in here. I was gonna pick that up for the art, but I couldn't find Impossible
Jones.
Jones.
That far away either.
I thought if I had more time, I would have driven down there to see him and then coming up here.
Where's he at?
Mississippi.
You think that's a close drive?
No, I didn't say it was a close drive. I'm saying if I had more time, I would have cruised down there for the day.
Let's just all quit our jobs and road trip and visit everybody.
I can do that.
But the main character, she has all these weird superpowers. You know, she's able to be flexible like Mr. Fantastic. She's able to create guns out of thin air like
this old bird
Miss Marvel.
I like it.
So what?
This old bird's flexible. I like it.
I didn't say bird.
No, I did.
You said bird. Okay.
Yeah, this old bird's flexible.
Okay.
I like it.
You know, she can create guns and stuff like Green Lantern, that kind of stuff. But she ends up stopping the woman who's stealing the necklace.
Wasn't this a cartoon?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that was like Kim Possible or something.
Yeah,
Kim
Possible. Yeah. She ends up taking a necklace from the burglar, but not returning it. She's going to sell it and use it for her own needs. Then it gives her a backstory on how she got those powers. Very Mr. Manhattan-like, where she gets trapped in this box and she ends up getting zapped and disappeared.
That's Doctor to you, not Mister.
Whatever. I don't care. And then she ends up showing back later. But we find out her crew that she went to break into this facility with screwed her and left her behind, trapped in the box. But apparently they're stealing, looks like a butt plug. I don't know what it is. What is that, Mike? No, what does it look like to
Hold
you?
on. That is a dog toy, sir.
It's a dog toy?
Hold on.
Okay.
Do you remember
We're going to get the consensus. Hold on one second. What does it look like to you, Joe?
Where are we at?
Right there. What does it look like to you?
That is a butt plug.
That looks like a butt plug. Thank you.
They would know.
But yeah, she has, it's brony.
Got your lighter?
So the other characters here is, what is his name? Steve. They keep calling him Steven. That's not how it works. My name is Steve. God, what is his name?
Then?
No.
Steve Dash Then? Steve Holland?
Even Steven?
Even Steven, yes. Even.
I just guessed.
You guessed?
I did.
Yeah. So he's named Even Steven because he's like, he's half and half. Like they're the black and white guy right there. So Even Steven. He gets irritated when people just call him Steven because he's Even Steven. And no, my glasses are upstairs. Thank you for. No, I'm good. Chaos says butt plug equals dog toy in my house.
Well, Grandpa used to have this game where I'd send the members of Blastin and Stashin a picture,
yeah,
and they had to guess whether it was a sex toy or a dog toy. Dave would always get it wrong.
We should do that game again. That sounds like a fun game.
But overall, this. I didn't like this book at all. The art was kind of fun. Like I said, it kind of reminded me of the Batman, the animated series. But the story overall, I could care less. It's very, very tropey. So, it says, wait, was Shia LaBeouf in this comic? No. Even Steven. That was a character that Shia played in a TV series, Even Steven.
Was it?
Yeah.
I wasn't. Oh, yeah, I remember.
It's deep. Thank you, chat. We don't know.
Yeah. How many sex toys does Grandpa have?
What?
He has a dungeon with doors on the locked on them on the outside.
Dave's gonna find out in a couple
No,
days.
I'm not.
I'll let him tell you.
I'm not
We're
going
gonna go live from the sex dungeon.
not doing no 50 Shades of Grey over there.
All right.
Give him some more.
We'll make it
Irish
55 shades of gray.
Give him some more.
I'm
Irish
shocked Herbie knew that. Mighty LJ see at Disney. So those of you who don't know, Mighty LJ is my wife, who's
I don't think you're allowed to say wife anymore.
I
think it's significant other.
I'll say wife. I don't care.
Fair enough. You're in Virginia. You say what you want.
I don't know what she's saying there. Vernon wanted to see that, Joe. I'm not sure what she talking about. Mike's sex dungeon.
Yeah, we're filming in Mike's sex dungeon.
Who? Where? Who says that?
We're gonna need better lighting.
Don't worry, I have light up.
Yeah.
Light up items.
All kinds of things that glow in the dark.
What's in my cup, Huey? It is a little bit of
Diet Coke.
Yeah, it's Coke and Dead Rabbit whiskey. Not much, just a little bit. And no, I'm not even buzzed, so they're thinking
We're not going anywhere. He's here.
I have to go somewhere.
My wife will make sure of that.
Dave just got ratified on live stream by Joe.
This is turning into
He's worried. Thank you. I think at least somebody's worried that I'm not going to make it back to Oregon. I appreciate that, Sleepy Reader.
What's wrong with Virginia? You got a problem over there?
I got too much stuff going on in Oregon. What you got, Joe?
Comic books.
No, wait, what else you got?
Oh, you want me to say words?
Yeah, talk about a book.
Okay, yeah, change subject. Shazam! Oh my God, are you guys on Shazam?
No.
Shazam?
and
I'm drinking a lot.
Right.
Notice I'm not drinking beer.
I know.
But this is good.
I'm leaving soon. What
I
time
am
is it?
so digging this.
You guys are.
I'm worried Joe will need a stomach pump. No, he has.
I'm a big boy
please.
alcoholic.
Yeah. I just want you to lock your door tonight. I will lock my door tonight.
I'm not going to be here. Joe's going to pass out. I'm not going to be here, so you're safe.
Yes, that is my my wife. LJ is my wife. She's talking about a hot woman. Yep, that's my wife. Moving on. Awkward.
So Shazam was awesome. You need to be reading Shazam. And to make this story make sense, which is kind of weird. This is what I hate, right? Here's my complaint. You guys ready for this? It's 4 issues long, right? We get to kind of sort of an apex in this story. We see a young Black Adam in it. And like entering the Rock of Eternity and all this. All this is build up to what already happened in Future State. We already know the ending of this story. But the problem I'm having with it is 4 issues long. It's super good. The dialogue's excellent in it. It's fun to read. You know what we're getting? A 4-issue run of it. Like, why did you spoil all this in 4? Future State? Yeah, it says so right there.
Oh, okay. 3, 4.
Gotcha,
4. Gotcha. I wasn't sure if it was one of the ones that was like 1 of 7.
I haven't had that much to drink. I'm working on it. But we see cool characters in it, like Neo, and a lot of good stuff in here. And it depresses me because I want to read more of this instead of reading, 18 different Batman stories.
So much Batman.
So much Batman. So, yeah. Nobody else read this? I'm alone? Okay.
You're alone on Shazam.
I'll sit over here and drink.
This issue of Shazam was a deviation from Future State. That's what we're saying.
Mm-mm. This is what happened to build up to Future State. What's going to end up happening is
millions.
Billy Batson is going to be changed to the Rock of Eternity because Black Adam's going to make sure of it.
It drives me crazy.
Promise you that.
Wait, does that?
No, him not having bags and boards.
Oh, yeah.
My karma's off.
Well, I'm sorry. We're having a bit of a shortage here on boards in our area.
Go to China.
Yeah, I'm not driving that far. I'm lazy.
Yeah, I definitely. That's my LJ little smiley face there. Definitely married way out of my league. That's for sure.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
I've seen her play Fortnite.
I didn't even really know you were married, to be honest. I just thought it was a lie.
You thought it was a lie? This is some.
Honestly, I thought Mighty Mighty LJ was you the entire time. I was convinced that you were married.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
It was Paul posing as a mom.
I'm out of books. I didn't read anything else this week.
So
you didn't read Batman?
I haven't. You know what's crazy? Like I said, I ordered. I got my books not from my normal store. I picked them up in the middle of the week. Those are the books he could resell. I don't know why I just didn't pick them up. Instead, I picked up all the indies, and not that.
Yeah, Batman, no idea why you did that either.
I don't know.
Did you read Batman?
I haven't.
I know nobody read Once in Future. Anybody read any of the stuff from Batman Day?
No, but I have the.
I have them.
This one. Give me the.
This is not Joe. This is where get your fucking hand out of my way.
Shh, be quiet.
This is where Neuron they got bested by Raven instead of winning and leading to what you saw in Future
It doesn't
State.
matter. In issue 4, Neuron's going to come back.
Oh,
and trust me, that's going to be a thing. Just don't believe me. Just trust me.
Oh, damn.
That's that. That's pretty
Anyway,
good.
I do have the hardcover of this.
Oh, go ahead.
Haven't read it yet, but this is the Batman Day free comic book. You know, Comics Elite had a free comic. I haven't been drinking. I'm just stupid.
Do you want a drink?
No. I got to drive here in a minute. Batman Day box. I don't know what I'm getting in it. I like spending money, so I just ordered it. So that's coming, plus that ex-wife box that I was talking about that has the damaged stuff in it. So, I did.
What? Will you explain that? Don't drop it off like that. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
When you say
What is an ex-wife box?
So I didn't make this up. Comics Elite had a box with a mystery box with a $150 value to it. Some of the stuff in the box is damaged. Therefore, they dropped the price all the way down to $25. I got one. I have no clue what's in this box. So we'll see when I finally get it in the mail. And they called it the ex-wife box because it's damaged. So.
Oh, is that why it's called the ex-wife box? I thought maybe it was called the ex-wife box because you bought more money. You bought more comic books, so I'm getting divorced from you.
No.
I bet he does this for fun. I bet Billy pulls out the win and saves Freddy's. No neuron in issue 4 is my guess.
Put the terms on that bet.
We're back, dude. Check it out.
Give it a second. I don't know if they can hear us. That's
Yeah, we're back. See?
Hey, we're back.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what we'll do. We'll do a comic book community gentleman's bet. All right. If I'm wrong about Shazam, and in issue 4 we don't find out that Nero ends up actually putting eternity or Billy Bats into eternity, like they set it up as in the story. If that doesn't happen in issue 4, they end it to connect to future state.
You cannot hear us here? Let me double check here. Let me double check something. Give me a second. Sorry. Yeah, okay, it's good. It's good.
We're live and running?
We're live and running, yeah.
Okay. Name the terms of your bet there, Mark. I mean, Legion of Comics. Gentleman's bet. Friendly banter. Name terms of the bet.
Your soul.
Your soul.
No,
That really isn't it.
The mouse quit working, so I went to move it around, and apparently I was on exit the broadcast or something. So that's why this is fine now. So, that's all the books. I
By the way, real quick, Mighty LJ, we will be sure to take care of your husband in a responsible and respectful manner.
Well, I don't know if those two things will even in their vocabulary most of the time. I picked up Eat the Rich #2. I didn't get a chance to read this one, so definitely got to look forward to reading that one. Let's see
Real quick, X-Men Onslaught, whatever the hell it's called, Onslaught Aftermath Revelations, fucking sucks. Don't pick it up. I didn't read Way of X, and it's a direct spinoff of that. From what I gather, so I didn't understand a lot of it, but to me it was crap. X-Men #3, however, was pretty good. The High Evolutionary's in it, and he's coming to check up on the X-Men, and he brings his little animal cronies with him. There's a big fight, and it's an X-Men book I'm really enjoying right now, so go pick that one up instead of the Onslaught Aftermath.
X-Men sucks.
Chaos Comics said Onslaught Aftermath was really good.
Nope, he's wrong. No, no. Hey, everybody has their own opinions. Yeah. I didn't care for
this. Is the place to express it and do it, no doubt.
Yeah,
just know not everybody's going to agree with you.
Yeah,
but we can get along and drink.
I'm just trying to think of what else I did read because like I said, all my books are sitting at home. Moon Knight. I think that's it.
Joe, I want one more run at the print. We'll go out Monday. I didn't like the quality, but it does work.
All right, so if you don't know what's going on over at the Evil Lair, we're currently working on a project, October's project. And this one, I kind of want to be a little bit more special. So I've called in some outside community help in the comic book community, and Chip Gettler, White Shadow himself, has jumped in. He's doing some 3D printing for me. I had some 3D printing done with graphite. It's a little too brittle. So I reached out to the community. Chip stepped up. And what we're doing is we're going to make some prosthetic fingers. So the guy already knows we're doing this, so it's no surprise. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of prototypes for a prosthetic finger for one of our favorite fans out there, Nick's Kicks and Comics. I like this guy. He's super cool guy, super chill, all about the community. Like, that's his thing. Deals in comic books. Like, if you don't know him, go sub. Like, if you're watching this, you probably know him already. But if you don't, definitely go check him out. And, people like to make fun of people missing things. And when a guy can take a joke, you know what you need to do? When somebody can take a joke, you lean into the joke and you make it the coolest thing. Like somebody wearing a brony shirt.
I'll wear it.
Where you going?
I gotta go plug my phone in.
That's what we're calling it now?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Just
Continue the show. Continue.
so we're.
If I get my drink.
Put the roofie in
We
his.
should put some Molly in there.
Like,
Mighty LJ. Like,
what's up? This shit.
So
Okay, screw the comic books.
that's going to be a thing that's going to happen. So that's going to be, and we're going to make several of them made out of several different things. So
I look good behind the mic.
Thank you, Chip Getler, for stepping up for that. I do appreciate it. Graphite just did not work out.
God,
So
the seat is hot.
my lightning round, real quick.
Okay, lightning round. Shoot.
Once in future, still loving this. If you're not reading it, don't pick it up here. You're going to get lost and you're going to be angry because it's not going to make any sense. Arthenian brought to today's date. Done. Batman 113. I like where this is going. I like this whole conflict that they're having inside the agency of Silent Saint with Peacekeeper 1 and Peacekeeper. Do you want some candy or something, dude? What are you doing over
You're
there?
out of nope. You're out of Twixes.
Yeah, that candy was actually for kids for Halloween.
Well,
And Peacekeeper X, which
Diabetes.
is the Diamond X. Some comic book day stuff I picked up that I don't care about. 0 Point, we've already read. We've already talked about. Oh, no, we didn't. So Batman World, cool. I like other people's take on Batman and how it works in their lore and stories. I like that. So I thought that was fun.
Get
So
the
that in the
hardback.
pile.
The hardcover's got
Yeah, get a
lot,
hardcover.
a lot more stories.
Batman Nightwing, I didn't care about this. This is mostly for your kid. So if you and your kid need a reason to bond,
wasn't it
definitely, and you
your-
read Batman, get your kid this. It wasn't for me. It's a little too on that side. So what else we got, folks? I've talked a lot. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm going to drink.
Yeah, I got Batman. I'm picking up back at home. Miracle Molly #1. Trying to think what else is on my pull list this week that I didn't get.
I thought I read something that I read the first 2 pages. I'm like, nope, done. And I can't remember what it is.
I just saw Mighty LJ. We got you covered. We'll make sure he calls you.
Oh yeah, trust me. You don't have to tell me. I can call my wife. I'll call my wife.
No, we're
We already have a code word set up
We're good.
in case I'm in a place where
Did you tell her about the peanuts?
I did not tell her about the peanuts. Why? Why would I tell her about the peanuts?
Do you have to call your wife at the end of the evening to check in?
Yes.
We have special code words. Like
Chaos and comics. You're correct.
when I say I'm ordering a large pepperoni, that's code that.
For boom boom cuddle time?
Yes, Mark. You're absolutely right.
What's he right about? I can't see any of this.
Yeah, I got you covered, guys.
What's this? What's going on? What time? Oh, whether you blast it or whether you stash it.
He needs a phone to talk to me when he's done. If Mike was a rapper, he'd be MC Glory Hole.
Who said that?
Jeremy. I tell you what. Since
remember-
Jeremy's got married, he has turned into a total perv.
He's got a little salty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have.
I like it.
Remember when?
I like it.
Remember, you guys probably don't remember when Chris Jericho had his list of people. His list. I'm gonna start making it. Double S is on top. Jeremy's next.
Mm-hmm.
Who else wants to be on my list? And
me.
I'm.
Please put me on that list. Please put me on that list.
I don't know. And Mighty by Joe says, and I'm out. I don't know what that means.
She's waiting for your phone call. You're in trouble.
Maybe. They've already left the building.
God, you stink. You both stink of liquor.
You're
a bunch of
what's the
alcoholics.
list mean? LOL.
Who said that?
That's Jeremy.
You never seen
You want to make
the shit
son?
list? I kid. I love you all. Daddy's got to go to work in a few hours.
It's time for you to go, bud.
It's time for me to bounce out of
Hey,
here.
bro, give me the bro. Give me the bro deal. Bam. Hot dogs and tater tots.
Hot dogs, tater tots. Let's do this.
Okay.
He hasn't had a drop of alcohol, I swear to God.
Well, I had to sip. But
Trying to find the ending here.
the ending.
Outro. There it is.
Hey, guys, before we head out, we love you. Thank you for coming to this special episode. And we're going to do things throughout the week.
Yeah. We're going to be doing some comic book digging in the area. Maybe working some stuff in Joe's Evil Lair. And just kind of chilling out and having some good fun over the next few days.
Hang out in my sex dungeon.
So hit that notification bell because it will be here on Blastin or Stashin.
Or on Facebook, or on Instagram.
It will be here
Or
on
on
Blastin or
TikTok.
Stashin. Hit the notification bell so
Or
we can
on my
get credit
channel.
for what we do.
Or on Joey's channel.
Blastin or Stashin.
With you, Blastin with a Shash. Happy reading, and we'll catch you guys later this weekend. Bye.